If you're seeing this, I need you to understand something very real, very raw, very urgent. God is about to do his big one. And I'm not talking about something small. I'm not talking about the little breakthrough. I'm not talking about just barely making it by. I'm talking about the kind of move that makes everything you've been through finally make sense. The kind of miracle that silences every doubt, every voice that said you were finished. Every demon that tried to break your mind, every season that tried to convince you that God left. I'm talking about a turnaround that feels like resurrection. But before you receive it, you gotta hear this. The enemy always sends the most pressure right before the breakthrough. So if you've been feeling tired lately, like mentally drained, emotionally heavy, spiritually confused, physically exhausted, you're not weak. You gotta understand that you're right on schedule. You're in the delivery room, and labor hurts before it delivers life. See, in Isaiah 40 verses 29 says, he gives strength to the weary and increase the power of the weak. That means if you've been feeling like you can't take one more hit, God's not disappointed in you. He's preparing to pour strength into you. He's not looking for the strongest, no. He's looking for surrendered. He's not looking for the loudest praise. He's looking for the quiet obedience. See, this is not the time to quit right now. This is not the time to back down. This is the time to dig in. And I know that you're tired. I know you feel like nobody gets it. I know you've been faithful and still feel forgotten. But this is the moment where most people walk away. And then they never realize they were inches from their blessing. If you're seeing this, it's because God didn't want you to miss it. He is about to restore your mind. He's about to restore your energy. He's about to restore your joy. But restoration doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in trust. And while you wait on your big one, there's something that you gotta do. You gotta stay ready. You gotta prepare like it's already on the way. You gotta start making space in your heart and your habits and your mindset for the new thing. You can't pray for rain and walk around without an umbrella. You can't say, God bless me, and then still surround yourself with people and environments that are anti-blessing. Nah. You got to prepare for the promise. That means cutting off distractions. That means being honest with God when your faith is low. That means doing the boring work out of faith, praying when you don't feel anything, reading when it's not exciting, staying focused when everything around you is trying to pull you off course. I say it all the time. This isn't punishment. This is positioning. God is stretching you, not to break you, but to build a container big enough to carry the weight of his blessing. And the bigger the promise, the heavier the preparation. See, in Galatians 6 verse 9 reminds us, let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. If we do not give up. That means the only real threat to your future is you quitting before it arrives. The enemy don't even got to destroy you if he can convince you to just sit down. So don't sit in self-pity. Don't sit in guilt. Don't sit in shame. You've come too far. You lost too much. You've cried too long. You survived what they said you wouldn't. See, this is your confirmation that the heavens are moving, that doors are cracking open, that angels have been dispatched on your behalf, that God has heard every single whisper of your prayers. And the wait wasn't wasted. It was woven into the testimony. But hear me. In the meantime, before the big one arrives, you have a job. Protect your perspective. The enemy will try to blur your vision right before your breakthrough. He'll make you focus on everything that's not working so you forget what actually is. He'll make you start obsessing over how long it's taking so you start thinking God has changed his mind. But he didn't. God is not slow. He's strategic. He's been preparing the blessing just as much as he's preparing you. Because it ain't a blessing if it arrives and you ain't ready to carry it. So don't curse the process. Embrace it. Keep showing up. Keep being faithful and quiet. Keep serving. Keep sowing. Keep resting. Sometimes the most spiritual thing that you can do is rest. That's faith too, see? And if you feel like you've been walking through the valley, guess what? Psalms 23 doesn't say if you walk through the valley. It says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. It's a walk through, not a permanent destination. See, you're just passing through it. And on the other side, it's overflow. There's presence, it's glory. See, God is about to show off in your life, but he wants your heart before he gives you the house. He wants your trust before he gives you the title. He wants your obedience before he gives you the opportunity. And if you give that to him, you won't just be blessed, you'll be transformed. So here's your reminder. Your tiredness is not a sign of defeat. It's a sign of expansion. God is enlarging your capacity. He's breaking the shell around your old identity and inviting you into the new version of you that can handle what you've been praying for. You're not broken, you're becoming. You're not too late, you're right on time. And if you can hold on through this part, this dry part, this lonely part, this confusing part, you're going to step into something that will make you forget why you ever doubted in the first place. Because the thing about God is, when he does it, it's always bigger than what you ever imagined. And when he restores, it's always better than what you lost. So you got to breathe. Cry if you need to. Get back up, talk to him, rest in him, block the noise, feed your faith, and remind yourself, if I'm seeing this right now, God's not finished. He's just getting started, and he's about to do his big one. Now here's the part most people avoid. The part that don't always shout from a stage or look pretty in a caption. If you really want God to do his big one, you have to surrender. And I mean truly surrender. Not just say, God, I trust you with your mouth, but still be trying to control everything with your hands. Not just pray about it and then go panic 2 hours later. Not just worship on Sunday and then run back to what's familiar on Monday. No. This kind of a blessing, this kind of a breakthrough, this kind of a supernatural shift, it requires surrender. Because God is not trying to force a miracle into your hands while you still holding on to the very things that are blocking it. That pain you won't release. That person you won't let go of. That version of you that feels safe, but it's actually small. God's like, I'm ready, but are you? Because the truth is, most people pray for change, but secretly want to stay the same. And so the question is no longer, can God do it? The question is, do you want to accept it? Do you want to accept the weight that comes with the blessing? Do you want to accept the pruning, the stretching, the letting go, the isolation that might come before the increase? Do you want to accept the healing that comes with digging up old wounds and finally giving them to God for real? See, surrender ain't weak. It's the strongest thing you'll ever do. It's saying, God, I don't know the whole picture, but I trust your hand. It's saying, God, if you tell me to walk away, I'll walk. If you tell me to wait, I'll wait. If you tell me to change, I'll change. That's the real faith. That's the posture of someone ready to receive what heaven has for them. Because God is not withholding from you. He's protecting you from receiving something too early, or something that will destroy you if you're still holding on to the wrong mindset. But the moment you surrender, and I'm talking truly surrender, the moment you stop trying to be your own savior and just fall into his grace, that's the moment the shift begins. So maybe this is the season where God ain't asking for more hustle. He's asking for more humility. Maybe it's not about trying harder. It's about trusting deeper. Maybe it's not about fixing everything. It's about finally letting go. Your fear-based obedience, just your yes. Yes to healing. Yes to transformation. Yes to doing it his way even when it scares you. Yes to the calling. Yes to the unknown. Yes to the next version of you that's already waiting on the other side of surrender. So yes, if you're seeing this, don't just get hyped about the blessing. Become the person who can carry it. Surrender your will, surrender your timing, surrender your fear, and say, God, have your way. Because when you surrender, that's when heaven moves. That's when chains break. That's when the impossible becomes possible. That's when God does his big one. Now, the only question left is, will you let him? Look, if you feeling lost, stuck, or having a hard time, or even if you just want to talk, come book a call. I'll be glad to speak with you. Peace.